Hey guys, my name is Jennifer and I am Jenofeve Designs. Today we're going to do a little bit of a catch-up. I'm going to talk to you about what's been going on, and I am going to show you what I've done while I've been away for was it 2 weeks, 3 weeks? I don't know. I should have looked. But I had to take a little bit of a pause in the album that we're currently creating, which is the Echoes of Time. I already cut into the title sheet, but the Echoes of Time 49 and Market paper collection. We're using that in this album, and we are also using the Mashups 1 and 2 combo for this album. And I have a video playlist. I'll link it up here for you guys if you want to get caught up. If you're just now finding this album, then you may want to check that out. It starts from the beginning and works your way through. There's also links to all the different things. There's the link to my Etsy shop for all the printables from my shop is included in that collections list. So you just hit that link and it'll take you to my Etsy shop, and it'll show you all the things that we are using in this project that are printable. And there's also links to the collection, the paper collection. There's Amazon link to all the things that I tried to link as best I can. All the things that I use, so that you want to check it out. But anyway, yeah, I'm a little low energy right now. I hate to say it. It's sad to say. But I've been going through some things. So I'll just briefly touch on that for a minute, and then I'll show you all of the things I did off camera. So around 3 weeks ago, I started having some very uncomfortable stomach pains, like abdomen pains, and they just increasingly got worse. And I was in a lot of pain, and I just was thinking I was just having digestion issues, or I don't know what I was thinking. Not to get too much TMI. So anyways, I just was trying to do different things at home, you know, to help my body fight whatever it was that was happening, and to help it, you know, heal a little faster. Well, in the meantime, while this was happening, I broke a tooth. I broke one of my molars, and I broke it in such a way that it was like this big chunk. So I'd had like a cavity filled probably 20 years ago in that tooth, and I don't know how I did it, but I somehow broke right next to that cavity, like my tooth part off. And it didn't hurt, which is unusual, because I hadn't had a root canal in that tooth or anything. So it should have hurt. Like the whole thing should have hurt. But anyway, so I'd made myself a dentist appointment, and I went to see the dentist. And on my way to the dentist, now I have a lot of extreme anxiety when it comes to the dentist. It's not the dentist. My dentist is lovely. I just feel like I've had a lot of like dental trauma when I was young. That's what I'm going to call it, because that's what it feels like, okay? I had trauma, and I feel like people that are in my age group, dental things were different back then. The way they did things back then when you were a kid, oh, it was just traumatizing. And anyway, I just have a lot of anxiety over it. I mean, I sometimes will not even go get my teeth cleaned because I'm freaking out. It's not rational. It makes no sense to the rational brain. It makes no sense. But to my brain, it's like panic sets in. Anyway, on my way to the dentist. And the pain in my abdomen is getting worse. So obviously the stress and the anxiety of all of that is making my pain worse. So I get to the dentist office, and I mean, I'm literally almost coming out of my seat while I'm driving. It's so bad. get to the dentist office. I'm extremely uncomfortable. I'm in a lot of pain, and of course they're really nice. They're taking the X-rays and all the things, and he told me, he's like, I'm sorry, Jennifer, you're gonna have to have that tooth pulled. We cannot fix it. So I have another tooth that also needed to pull, but it had a root canal, so it was not hurting. It wasn't, you know, like you need to do this right now kind of situation. But I thought, well, if I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna do both. So anyway, so he tells me I need to have my tooth pulled, and so I'm like, automatically, I knew that was probably gonna happen. And again, my tooth isn't hurting, but I don't want it to hurt. I don't want it to get to that excruciating point where you're just going nuts. You know, if you know, you know. If you've ever had a tooth thing, then you know. So anyway, so on my way home from, I made my oral surgeon appointment in the parking lot when I left the dentist, because I know me, and I would have put that off for as long as possible. So I did it right then and there, even though I was in so much pain from my abdomen. So I made that appointment. No big deal. I got in as fast as I could, and that worked out really good. But I was just gonna flip through so you didn't have to look at my hands talking to you. Well, flip through some of it. So on my way home from that appointment, the pain got so bad. I mean, it got so bad. And it was, every once in a while, it was like super sharp pain. And I literally almost ran off the road. And it scared me. It scared me so bad that I pulled into an immediate care center that was by my house. And sat there and waited. Oh, that's so pretty. Sat there and waited for a couple hours even. I was just in pain, and I didn't care. I needed to be seen. I needed to make sure that I wasn't dying, pretty much. I feel like that's my thought process. Is there a magnet in here? Why do I feel like that's like, or is it just staticky? See, I can't even remember what I did. Isn't that something? Anyways, so I waited and waited and waited, and I finally got in to see the nurse practitioner, and I bet there is a magnet under there. No, it's on here. And she was lovely, but she didn't do anything. She literally did nothing. She started to touch the spots that hurt, and I guess I reacted, and she said, you need to go to the emergency room. So I went to the emergency room, and they were really great. They were really, really great. They got me in really quick. They did their thing, you know, they checked me out. They gave me pain meds through IV, which was amazing, but it wore off really fast, so I'm assuming my pain was just through the roof, you know, at the time. And they did a CT scan. They did a ultrasound. Because of the CT scan, they did an ultrasound. They did blood work. Or did they do the ultrasound? I don't know. I was on pain meds. I'd have to go back and look at my husband's notes. Anyway, they did an ultrasound. All the things. They checked as much as they could in an emergency room, and everything looked fine. There was a few things on my blood work that came back a little abnormal, but nothing crazy. And so he gave me some medicine and told me I needed to get a scope done, and that you know, that was all they could do for me at the time. So they gave me some medicine, which actually did help. It did calm everything down over a course of a few days. So that was lovely. But I was scared because a few days after my emergency room visit, I had the oral surgeon appointment. And then a few days after that, I had the oral surgery appointment. So I was scared because I was worried that oral surgery would either be affected by the medicine I was taking, or the the anesthesia that they give you, or whatever it is that they give you when they have to knock you out for oral surgery. I was worried that was going to mess up my abdomen, my digestive, my whatever is going on. So I was scared about that, and luckily it didn't. So my surgery went really well, and both of my teeth are gone. They were pulled out, and luckily I didn't have any dry sockets or any pain of any sort like that. I was numb for a little bit. I feel a little like sore sometimes in spots, but it's not been that long, so I'm not really worried about that. But so the problem I was having is I couldn't stand like I stand to film. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but when I'm filming, when you see me working, I'm standing. My island situation thingy that I got here, it's counter height, or it might even be a little higher actually than counter height, so that I could stand. And the reason I had designed it that way was so that when I first designed this area, I was doing a lot of stained glass, and I needed to be up a little higher. So now this is how I work. I'm up. I'm standing. So I had a hard time standing for a long period of time. I had a hard time sitting for a long period of time because of the pain that I was having. Yeah, that's cute. I forgot about that too. So I just couldn't record. I couldn't focus long enough to think about what I wanted to do and then record it and then edit it and all that. So I just decided to give myself some time to heal. And to be honest, I'm not 100%. I have had a few more instances where I feel like something's coming back. Not like majorly. And I guess it never really went away, but I still have to get some tests done to see what's going on. But anyway, so today, it's just been a bad few, and I'm like really leaving out a lot of information here. So I'm leaving out a lot of stuff that's just, it's just too much. So just trust me when I say that I needed the time away. So anyway, so I am feeling a little stressed now because I'm so far behind, and I'm feeling I'm tired. I don't have a lot of creative juice going, and I have been working a little bit. Like I've done a few layouts when I felt really good. And I've been working on something that I've mentioned before several times, and it's a new thing, but I've been like testing this new thing out for almost a year to see if it's gonna work to my satisfaction. I don't know how else to say it. So I've made a few more prototypes of that over the past few weeks, just a little bit at a time, and so I'm going to test those prototypes out. And I know y'all are like, whatever. If you're not going to tell us what it is, I don't want to know. But anyway, so I've been working a little. That's all I'm trying to say. So I wanted to say with all my heart, and I'm touching my heart right now. Y'all can't see it, but I am. I wanted to say thank you to every single one of you who, excuse me, who sent me messages, who commented, who just hearted my post. Every single one of you, that really I just want to say thank you. That just means so much to me. All of the thoughts, all the prayers, all of the well wishes, all of the encouragement, all of the love. It just meant the world to me. So it touched my heart in a way that I can't really put into words, and I just wanted to say thank you. And I haven't answered, I don't think, anybody. I don't think I've even hearted anything. I felt the pressure of having to have to answer all these comments and in a meaningful way, and I just didn't have the energy. But I wanted to. But thank you. I just want you all to know that You all mean everything to me. It's amazing. So hopefully I'm on the mend, and hopefully we can get working through this, and hopefully the rest of this video, me trying to explain what I did off camera, isn't terrible. Because I feel like I feel like it's going to be hard for me to explain, because it's been, oh, what's in my pocket? It's been a few, oh, look at, let me sit this down. Look at, I bought myself, you see this little brass froggy? It's supposed to be for good luck, and I don't know when it started, but somehow or another, my kids always, where'd it go? My kids always buy me frog-related gifts. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from, but anywho's, so I got myself a little brass lucky frog. So help me out, lucky frog. And then I'm just got some. I like crystals. I don't know if you guys do, but it's a good fidget tool. So sometimes I have them in my pocket. This one is hematite and this one's obsidian. So anyway, those were all in my pocket. Sorry, they were making noise. So anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain everything to you guys in the right way. So if you are confused or if you have any questions about it, leave me a comment and I will attempt to answer as best I can. And I'm going to try to show you as best I can what I did off camera. I don't think it's too terribly complicated, but it might look complicated, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. So I'm on the second fin here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the third fin here. And we did the front part of the fin and this part of the fin in video. So those you can, actually this video was the last one on the channel where I did this. You have to, it's in between every page. I'm not just this one. I cleaned something, I was cleaning my surface off here and something had some green ink in it and I went to pour it out. Instead of pouring it where I was trying to pour it, I poured it all over my hand. So now I've got green all over my fingers. It's like, I don't know. But I did do this off camera. So, isn't that pretty though? Doesn't it look really nice? I'm gonna scooch in. Let's scooch in just a little. Doesn't that look nice? Okay. So I'm going to attempt to share with you what I've done. Okay, let's see. Hang on, I'm going to grab something. First thing, I had asked you guys in a video a while back if you wanted to make some sari silk, you know, what's the word? If you wanted to make matching sari silk with me on camera, and nobody responded to it at all. Nobody answered that question at all. So I just made it off camera. So what I did was I took this cream colored sari silk, which I have it linked in the Amazon. I got it on Amazon. I have it linked in my Amazon list. I just took this and I took Distress Ink and Dusty Concord and got this wet, or I got this wet, and then I got this wet, you know, put some on a surface, you know, like a water safe surface. What word am I trying to, anyway. And then I just kind of did this, smush, smush, spray, spray, smush, smush, and then let it dry. And then now we have matching sari silk. I did the green too. I did the green too. Hang on. I thought I just saw somebody in my backyard. Nobody's there. I did the green too, but it doesn't match as perfectly, which is also fine. It doesn't match as perfectly as the purple does. But the green, I use the Bundled Sage Distress Ink refreshers. And oh my gosh, I'm almost out of this one. Oh my word. How about this one? Oh, you can't see in that jar very well. I don't think I'm almost out of that one. I use them a lot. These are colors that I use a lot. So anyway, so I did that off camera. and I used it here. That's why I pointed it out. So this is a journal spot from my journal spot set number 1, and I printed it onto vellum. Here's the whole page that I printed onto vellum. And how I have to print on vellum on my inkjet is I have to attach it to another piece of paper for my printer to pull it in. And that's why I just left it like this, so you could see. I just attach it to a white piece of paper, and it prints on it. And then when I'm done recording, I'll take this off and cut them out. So I have that vellum tag here, and this is one of the laser cut pieces. Isn't it pretty? And then I just stapled it with rusty staples that I have in my stapler. This is like a little mini stapler. I have rusted staples inside of here, and I just stapled a few times to hold it there. This is tied on with the gold baker's twine that I have. I just thought it was cute. And then the hole reinforcement is one of these where I took the Dusty Concord, Dusty Concord, and some walnut stain, and put it on my hole reinforcements. And then I took the gold foil and foiled them. We've done that a million times. And so I made it a tuck, and I just have a Photomats Essentials 2. Look, oh, I sprayed. I just have a Photomat in here. Again, from the Essentials 2. And I just got it tucked in there. You can put whatever you want in there. So this part here, oh, I guess I should have started with this one. This page, let me grab these, is from the album 1. And what is that noise? I have no idea. Album 1. And it's page number 3. So it's the main base page for album 1. And I did the diamond check version and attached it down to the back side of this fin. So I did that. And then I matted the page with a Color Essentials. And so this is where it's going to get complicated. I'm going to try to share everything with you here. Did I write it down somewhere? Yes, this is, right? Yeah, this is from set number 3 of the Color Essentials, which they look like this, right? 1, 2, 3. So set number 3, and then it is page 22, or number 22. So I printed the mat for that page onto here. So I printed the Color Essential first, and then, hang on, I got some mats up here. I'm gonna have to put them. Look it, those had fallen out. I printed that first, and then I printed the mat for it over top. And these are all on cardstock, unless I say different. So I matted that next. So then I took, this is a page from the album 2, and I believe it's page 18. So it's this page here. Printed it onto cardstock, and I made one part of that a belly band and the other part a flip. So this flips. This is matted with some of the paper collection that we'd already cut into, the green paper, the light green, and I made this into a flip, right? Super cute. And then this is a belly band. So these are from the rub-ons, and they're a little sticky. Does anybody know how to fix that? They're kind of sticky. So these are from the rub-ons. It was one full, it was like a full, whatever. It was one piece. And I put some here and I put some here, and I thought that was cute. So, and then the last thing on this little page setup is this. This is the insert, and this one is from the Mashup 2, which it's also in the Mashup 1 as well, but it's page 19 from the Mashup 2. And I matted it with the paper collection. Oh, no, didn't on that side. And then I used a journal spot, set number 2, I believe. And these are the number cards. So these are like the little mini number cards. So I put the year on there. And I just think it turned out super cute, right? Isn't that cute? And then on the inside, I put 2 3x4 photo mats. This is a rub-on. I put a little bit of the rub-on here, a little bit of the rub-on here, and a little bit of the rub-on there. And these were printed, obviously. This is the diamond check, and I just cut it out and scored it. Let me grab something. Y'all know I've been getting into fountain pens lately, so I have me a little collection. Anyway, so this fountain pen, they have it back in stock. I'll make sure that I update that link in Amazon. So the ink that I used in here is Smoky Mauve, and I wrote that on there with it. Can you see? Doesn't that look perfect? It matches this paper collection perfectly, and I did not do that on purpose, but yeah, I love this. I use this all the time. So anyway, there's that. And on the back, 2 more photo mats, and then that's a laser cut that I just stuck in between. And then obviously I stamped the 3x4. So the photo mats are from the Photo Mats Essentials, and this is 1 sheet. You know, there's 4 of them on the 1 sheet. So that, so that is the insert for that belly band. And I think it turned out to be a really sweet page setup. What do you guys think? All right, and so that was this one. So that's the back of the 3rd fin, and I just attached it to the back of that fin right there. And then the other thing that I did was the back of the 4th fin. So once again, I did the main base page from the album 1, and it's in the diamond check, and I attached it to the back of this fin. And then here is the page setup. I used a paper clip. I guess I got frustrated. I'm gonna set these over here. I used the paper clip to keep it from moving. But anyway, so I matted the back of this with, do I not have it sitting out here? Oh, there's that green piece from the last, oh no, that's not it either. Where's it at? Okay, well, anyway, this one is Color Essentials, and I guess I'm just gonna have to look. I think it might be the back here. Let me take this paper clip off. This color, isn't that beautiful? Oh, the Color Essentials. So it's either in set 1, 3, or 4, and I'm gonna bet it's in set 4. Let me see. Yeah, it is in set 4, and it's also 22. I guess I'm really liking this 22. Now it looks like, because you can see them, I wonder now if I should do all the backs with number 22. Huh. I didn't mean to do that. This one was already printed, because I had printed it off when I did something else. Well, I don't know what I did, but I did something else. Oh, this one. I was going to use it here, and changed my mind. Whoa. So, yeah. Okay. And if you noticed, this is the envelope that we had made to go here. So if you want to see how I made this envelope, I will link this video up here in a card so you can check it out, because I did make that on camera. But it was in this pocket, and I was like, eh. And I asked you guys what you thought, and you were kind of split 50-50. So I'm just going to leave those for right now, because I wanted to use this in this back pocket. Okay, so before I tell you about those, this piece here, I wanted something a little different. So I printed page 3, once again from the, oh, look there. Page 3 from the album 1. I printed the whole thing. I printed the whole thing. Of course you did. Oh, I just broke my. Oh, hang on. recording too because I didn't look. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about this, you guys. I know that's terrible. Did you know if when you're filing your natural nails, you need to go in one direction to prevent them from splitting? Did you know that? Right? The more you know. You know? All right, so page 3. So I cut it out. It's on cardstock. I cut it out and I left it all the tabs on because I didn't know what I was going to do. So I ended up tearing this middle part out to make it kind of like this cool slanted looking pocket. And I did that, and then I inked it up, and then obviously I scored the tabs and stuck it down. Before I matted, I stuck it down. And then on the back here, I just ripped some coffee stained paper and glued it on the back side there, just to give it a little more something something. And then I matted it with that dark green. No, this is like the dark black. It's not black, dark brown. Well, I don't know what color this is, to be honest. I matted it with this color from the paper collection. And I used a journal spot right here, a little journal spot. And then I have a collection of the laser cuts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different laser cut pieces that I glued onto here. So if you want to take a quick little gander, there's like little purple flowers and little leaf pieces, and then this is like a pipe thingy with a clock right there. I just thought it was super cute. And I kind of wove my journal spot in and around pieces. And then I glued all that down, and then I splattered it all with my gold. With my, hang on, I'll shake it up. With my gold, liquid gold stuff that I found that I love. And I just think it turned out really cute. Can you see the shine? Can you see? I can't tell if you can see. I just did a little bit. It's not a whole lot. And I did go ahead and get it on here as well. Okay, so then the 2 inserts. First one is, I didn't do anything additional to the inside of here, but the first one is this, which again we made in video. I just love that. Isn't that pretty? To me, it's pretty. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you thought. What you think? So I had that already, and I was like, okay, well, it needs a little something, doesn't it? It needs just a little more something. So then I made this tag, and this is from the Mini Album Mashup 1, and I didn't do anything to the back, which is weird, but obviously, well, I was done, I guess. And it's page 11, and I printed the diamond check version, and then I corner chomped to make a tag. So, and then I did the matting with that same dark color again. This one here, and it's got that cream color on the back. I did the matting for that, and I just left it plain again. And then I poked 2 holes, or punched 2 holes there, and then tied some of that sari silk that I dyed onto it. And I just think it was the perfect complement to the situation we have going on right here. So, and that's it. That was it. I think that's pretty simple. I don't think that's too bad. If you have any questions at all, please ask me. If you can answer anybody's questions in the comments, please answer them. I would appreciate that greatly, because I go up and down. I am going to put this back here just to keep it from moving around, and why not? It's an extra little gold something something, and it's pretty. So that is what I've done off camera. So I'm going to try really hard to, when I'm feeling good, just to keep going, just keep creating. And if I have to do these backs like I just did these past 2, then I will. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I might end up having to do the whole album off camera at this point. So we'll see. You guys let me know your thoughts. I know you're perfectly fine with that. It doesn't bother most of you, and I appreciate that. But also, you know, this is my job, and I don't want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to take away from your experience of making this album by not making it along with you. So anyway, I'm going to do my best. Let me know your thoughts. Again, this is my job. This is what I do for a living, so it's not like I can just not work, right? So there is a fine line. I know health is important too, obviously. But I also want you guys to be satisfied with what you're getting, right? I mean, you purchased the templates, and I want you to be able to feel like you've got your money's worth, even though this is the third or fourth, I don't know, the mashup of both of the two sets of templates. That's the first time we've done that, but we've made many albums with both sets. So anyway, I'll quit rambling, and I'm starting to get hot. So I appreciate you guys and your patience. Let me know your thoughts, and give me a thumbs up, you guys. I need some love. Make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, and check out all the information in the description box. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.